Hey everyone, FPL Valentino here. Hope you had a good week of FPLing. Some exciting games on that we saw, especially Newcastle, Liverpool. Really good games. It was really entertaining. I hope you had a good week. It was points. It's very up and down. Don't be discouraged if didn't get a lot of points. You know, the early games are pretty volatile with the rank swings, so it's a marathon. You know, take your time. There's been, a lot of players, they don't do well, and then at the end of the season, they're killing it. So, yeah. So this is just a bit of a hobby of mine, just helping out others, not too professional. I want to try to, I did a tier list on players to buy, keep. I didn't really know how to put the names on it. I just saved. I went on the FPL side and each player, I just saved each image individually, and you just load it into here onto Jeeps, excuse me, onto tiermaker.com, and you just chuck it in. But I don't have heaps of time because obviously my life and job and that. So next time I'm going to try to see if I can put names in like the fixtures, how the other pro guys do it. I don't know. They've been doing it for years. This is I've only made a few videos, so I'm trying my best just to help others. A bit of fun. Anyway, just a bit of a recap and how I went and transfers in and out. We'll come back to this later. So I did okay. I got 52 points, 51 average. Captain Semenyo got a bit unlucky because he should have got 2 more goals. First one, he hit the crossbar. Another one, he had a sitter, just blasted it over the crossbar like Bruno Fernandes on his penalty. But it wasn't too bad. So a bit disappointed in Watkins. Again, Salah just got an assist at the end. That was a really nice goal towards the end. Williams unlucky to keep clean sheet out and sells Nottingham Forest. Anderson just missed out on DEFCON again by 1 point. Just a bit annoying. Burnley clean sheet. Kukurea, yeah, they did alright. Could have got a clean sheet, unlucky. Tottenham doing pretty well in defence. Clean sheets so far. And against City as well at their own home ground. So they're doing pretty well. So I'd probably target them right now. Evan Nilsson didn't do too much. He was probably going to score, but then the Wolves player pushed him, red card, so he probably would have scored that, but it's okay. So yeah, that's that. So my next week, I just transferred out Palmer to Johnson, and I'm probably going to captain him. Salah against Arsenal is going to be too hard. I reckon Arsenal's got a pretty good defence. But you never know. Just captain whoever you want. I'm just going with Johnson just because Bournemouth aren't too good defensively. They shipped 4 goals in with Liverpool, and Tottenham are doing pretty well. So I just want to try something different. Go for gold. Probably would have been Palmer, but he's a 50-50. So I just transferred him out. He hasn't done too much lately. I know he was injured the first match. He wasn't 100%, so that's why he didn't do as well. But he was still going all right, and he wasn't on the right wing. That's his best position. So I think he was going to play right wing against West Ham. And if he did, he probably would have smashed it because West Ham aren't doing the best so far. So I'll target them. So I just did the one transfer. I wanted to get João Pedro in, but I didn't want to take a -4. I'm just probably going to give Watkins another week. And if he doesn't deliver, I'll probably just transfer him out to someone else. But then you got the international break after game week 3. So lots to think about then. So quick. What am I going to do? I'll do a transfer in and out. I just made a little tier list. Would have been good if it had their names, but I'll start with the sell avoids, just the easy ones. I can't go through all of them, obviously, but the main ones of each team. Saka, obviously injured. Trafford, I would avoid because I think they might get Donnarumma. So I'm not too sure about that yet. If they don't sign Donnarumma, then Trafford's probably a good pick still because Edison, I don't know what's happening with him. Marmoush got subbed off before 60 minutes again. He looked pretty dangerous though. He should have had 2 goals. but I'll just avoid him just until Pep Roulette kind of calms down and you know what's happening out there. He got injured, Foden. So most of the Man City I would kind of avoid just because of the roulette, unless it's Reijnders. Reijnders is a good one. He seems to be nailed. Also Oscar Bob, I think he's got his spot nailed on the right wing. Because on the left wing, it's usually Doku or Marmoush, and then in the centre it's Shirky or Silva. So the definites are probably Haaland and Reijnders are like most nailed on. So that's them. Obviously Gordon, avoid. You get that red card, that was pretty nasty. Challenge. Luckily Van Dijk's alright. But yeah, he was running in too hot. He apologised. He made a statement. He didn't mean it. He was just a lot of energy going into that. So Gordon would have been actually quite good if he didn't get that red card because they got the leads. Where's the ticker? So, this is FPL Focal. Shout out to Oscar. He's got a really good app. I just use these. So easiest. So where's Newcastle? See, Newcastle got a pretty decent run. So go back to here. So obviously Gordon's out, Joel Linton's out, Tonali, Shah, Isak, they're pretty much all injured. So if you wanted a potential buy with Newcastle, Alanga looked dangerous. He's super quick. Even Barnes could be a shout. Barnes, Alanga. In defence, Livramento, he's decent. Then where else? So that's a Frimpong. He's injured. Wissa is going to be a Missa. He's gone. Probably transferred. I don't know where. Newcastle or Villa. I don't know yet. The last few days. Achiampong looked really good first game week. I feel sorry for him because now he can't really play because he got the regular starters. But he would have been a good keep, Achiampong, if Tosin wasn't taking over. But it's just an avoid. Nicholas Jackson. Any West Ham I'll keep clear of. West Ham, their ham's gone off. They're going to the butcher block. So yeah, I wouldn't really touch any of them with a 10-foot pole. I know Potter needs some Harry Potter magic. So yeah, I'll just avoid them right now. They're in a bad patch. Same with Doku with the Man City. Beto, he's fighting for a spot with Barry. Same with Martinelli. Looks like Madueke's got the start so far, but they can interchange, and now Eze's there, so potential sells. Fernandez, he's playing deeper now, so I don't know, he just doesn't look that good as lately, and he just keeps whinging. All the games I see him complain. It's like a little kid that wants his ice cream when things don't go his way. He's a great player, but I don't know, that new role, he's just playing a bit deeper, and I don't know. He might do really well against Burnley, so you could hold him. I would just hold him for the Burnley match. And see how that goes. Same with Sesko. He's just slowly getting into it. Salah is, I don't know. I feel Gakpo and Ekitike, Gakpo and Ekitike are the better duo than Salah Wirtz. A lot of people went for Salah Wirtz, but I don't know. He's just very expensive, and Gakpo and Ekitike are getting pretty much the same points, if not more. And they've got the fixtures for Liverpool, Arsenal, but then Burnley, Everton. It's decent, so you could potentially hold, but if you got the luxury and you want to swap him out for Gakpo, and then you can do like a Haaland, someone to Haaland, or even, but yeah, so Gakpo and, where is he? Oh yeah, Gakpo and Ekitike is there, so I'll just put him here. That's the Liverpool gang. So it's Monada Salah for now. Also Wirtz, yeah, I don't know. Palmer, obviously, because his injury and what's happening. Delap looks like he's sometimes he starts, sometimes he doesn't, but he's not getting full minutes. Watkins, Rogers, I know their attack Villa. Emery needs to change something in the mid because their attack is not the best like it was. So for me, I'm just giving them one more game, and if they blank again, I'll probably transfer them out. Usually, I like to give 3 games, and if they don't really do much, ciao, see you later, arrivederci. But then the peak FPL, you sell them and then they haul. So sometimes you can't win. Solanke, it looks like Richarlison is first man now. He's doing really well, so he could be a potential buy as well. But the only thing is they're fighting for a spot. But yeah, if Richarlison keeps that spot, it could be a good shout because Spurs are right at the top of the fixture ticker. Like they've got good fixtures. They got good fixtures coming up. So that's that. Dewsbury Hall. I don't know. He doesn't look as attacking as Grealish and Ndiaye. Like them two are the main attacker. They're going to get the main points. And even McNeil. I think when McNeil gets back to his best, because McNeil was one of their best players last season. But Grealish, I think he's going to thrive because he's got his shackles unlocked. Unlike City, like he's already equaled in the past 2 seasons he was at City. He's already got 2 assists. He's already equaled it in 2 games in a game or two. So I think Grealish is going to do well there, and he's like a 90-minute man. I don't think he came off. So if you're going to get Everton, you can, Ndiaye or Grealish. Even Tarkowski is doing really well with the DEFCON points. I'll check that after. So that's that. So these are potential buys. Cunha. He looks the most dangerous Man United player, along with Mbeumo and Mount. He got really unlucky. He would have scored a worldie. I think the goalie didn't. Just booted it up, and he amazing touch. He just brought it down. It would have been like the Matoma goal that got, I think, goal of the season or the month. Leno got a really good save. But yeah, he looks the most dangerous player, Cunha. So he could do really well against Burnley. So if you wanted to take a punt on that, where's Man U? The only thing is they're kind of patchy, Man United. They're doing well, but then they're not fully clicking yet. They haven't got they got the kind of the gears going, but it's not oiled yet. They need the chemistry going. Just put a bit of WD-40 slowly. The only thing is after that you got Man City, Chelsea, Brentford. Then it gets good again. So I know Cunha's probably a good shout as well. Kinder and Mbeumo, them. I already spoke about Gakpo. Van Dijk. Where's Liverpool's fixtures? After Arsenal, it looks pretty decent. And Van Dijk looks like he's just getting a lot of DEFCON and is a good aerial threat. So, the only thing is Liverpool, they're leaking. Their defence is a bit more leaky at the moment. So we'll see if they get Guehi in from Palace. Because if they do, they'll pretty much bolster their defence. Arsenal are potential. The only thing is their fixtures suck. The next 4, they're right at the bottom. Look at that. So they're just kind of like a monitor or hold at the moment. Against Forest, they could pretty much keep a clean sheet. But you never know. They could keep clean sheets. They're doing well, but these are just the next 4 games are very hard. So I will probably just avoid them for now, and then the next few games after that are really good. What are you doing? Where'd you go? Where'd Arsenal? There. Sorry, here it is. The next few games after that is pretty decent. So. Where's Arsenal? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, so from game week, oh my gosh, from game week 7, it gets better. So I'll probably just wait till then for that. I'll just do next 5. So that's that there. So yeah, they're just monitors. I know Timber got a haul and then everyone's buying him, but they just got really hard fixtures. So, Jicaris looked pretty decent. He's slowly getting into it more, but just the next games are difficult. So they could probably just move them to monitor for the next 4 games, see how they go, because they're tricky games. But if you want, if you keep faith in Arsenal, you can do it against any team. Forest potential buys. So they got West Ham next, and West Ham look abysmal. So you could get Wood if you want. You can even captain him against West Ham. Callum Hudson-Odoi, even Morgan Gibbs-White. Their defense, I think they're due a clean sheet. I've been unlucky not to get a clean sheet because I've tripled up on Nottingham Forest, like Williams, Searles, and Anderson, and I've been so unlucky. Anderson missed out on the DEFCON by 1 point each week, and then just unlucky. But they look pretty strong defensively. So, and Forest, their fixtures look decent. Like obviously Arsenal's hard, but put the hardest game there. But then you get West Ham, Burnley, Sunderland. Like it's pretty decent. So you could pretty much get 3 clean sheets there, and West Ham can get like whopped. There might be a big whopper there. So that's that. So I said Richarlison, even Paulinho, keep an eye on him. Brentford, Damsgaard looks pretty good. I reckon he's probably the most dangerous. Even Ouattara had a very good debut. And they got so much DEFCON. Like, where's the DEFCON? Hold on. They got a massive amount. Because they're just such a... I think it's a ping-pongy, scrappy game with Brentford. So, where is it? Here you go. You got Django Unchained, 15. Dams, 15. Like, they all did really well. And they're versing... Where are they? It was Brentford. Yeah, Sunderland. It could be just a punt. They could smash it against Sunderland. But I just think, Damsgaard and Ouattara, I reckon they could be a good shout. If you want a cheaper 5.5, 6 mil round. And even Thiago, he's on pens. So their potential as well. Same with, I went through them. Evan Nilsson, Tavernier. I think Semenyo is probably the best Bournemouth player. I got him in before all the price rises at 7 mil. Because Bournemouth, they got a pretty good run. Tottenham are better defensively, so it probably won't be their easiest game, but you never know. Then, you got a pretty good fixture run. So Bournemouth are a team to look out for. So I've doubled up on Semenyo and Evan Nilsson. Hopefully Evan Nilsson, because I'm just hoping they link up and they get points off each other, like assist Semenyo to Evan Nilsson, or Evan Nilsson assists Semenyo. That's there. Spurs, they look very strong attacking and defensively. So, you got Johnson. I brought him in. I was going to get Kudus, but his prices went up by 1.1 or 2. I know it's not much, but I just think Johnson... I know. This is my gut, my intuition. They're both good picks. Kudus is probably just a bit more technical with his dribbling, where Johnson is just fast paced, runs in behind and gets those good goals. He's very, defensively, you can go either 3. It depends on your budget, your team. Porro's on set pieces and corners most of the time. Is it more attacking? But then Van der Ven, Romero good on set pieces. And Vicario, Cucurella. Chelsea looks very attacking. I've got him on my team. I wanted João Pedro, but I can't fit him in right now. I don't want to take a -4. But yeah, Pedro did really well last week, and he could do it again this week. I'm pretty sure he didn't get subbed off he was the 90-minute man. So it looks like if Palmer's not playing, he should be the 90-minute man. And I think Estavo is taking over Palmer's position just for now until, he might play, he might not play. I think Anderson and Reijnders are really good 5.5s. Well, Reijnders is 5.7 now, I think. But they're just good budget enablers. I don't know if there's much else I missed. I think I went through most of them. These are just others I didn't really, because they're not too owned. So yeah, there's obviously Eze's going to Arsenal, but just these aren't as impactful at the moment. I felt these were the main ones to look out for. So that's that there. So that's just kind of like a buy, keep, sell. I'm just double checking. Oh yeah, see, best Saka, Palmer, these is FPL, the official one. So I've got Semenyo and Johnson. I want to get Damsgaard, but I'm just leaving for now. It's a free hit. No, bonus points. So I find bonus points are just a good way if you can't watch all the matches. Just a good way to see who did well. Obviously, it's good to watch the whole game, but not everyone has time, or you can't watch all of them. I try to watch all of them if I can, but sometimes there's 2 games on at once, or I'm just working out, DJing at night, or just asleep. So yeah, I hope that kind of helped with you there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to go over. I don't have to recap this whole thing. It'll take too long recapping every game. But yeah, for captaincy. So for captaincy, it's kind of up to you. Palmer would have been a good captain. Even you can go Joel Pedro, Semenyo. Some people doing Salah, but I don't think it'll be hard against Arsenal. And even Grealish and Ndiaye against Wolves, different punt. I wouldn't go. I would stay clear of Villa. Like Palace are good defensively, and they're not doing that well. West Ham got a good game against. Forest got a good game against West Ham, so you could captain Wood. Just see how that goes. Even Brentford, if you got a Brentford player like Damsgaard or Waltara or Thiago, you could even captain them. Man City, Haaland, Spurs, there's a few options. Even Newcastle against Leeds, there's a few. Oh yeah, and Man United, there's so many good options. It just depends on your team, but just choose who you think you will do well. It's a game at the end of the day. So sometimes it's good to just go with your intuition. Because if you pick the right player and you go with your intuition, you feel better. Whereas if you go the safe pick, and then your player you wanted to captain does well, you think. So yeah, let's just have a bit of fun. And yeah, don't think there's much else at the moment. I want to talk about more stuff, but I can't fit it in. I want the video, it's super long. So I might do a quick video on if the next one on a wild card. I know some people are doing wild cards. So yeah, but I hope that helped. Just with that tier list, if anyone knows how to put the names and that on it, I think it was like this. I know how this guy does it, mate. FPL, I don't want to copy them or copyright all that stuff, but if there's something like a template, or something that and I can just download, it'll make my life easier, and it'll help others. Just make it look better, easier to organize. This is good, but I can't see the names, or this looks easier. I know it's a bit of a hobby. I'm not like a professional or anything. So I'm just trying to make it as quick and easy as possible for myself. And yeah. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that video, and good luck for the next game. We got, Chelsea, Fulham first up. So yeah, some good games. Liverpool, Arsenal, that should be a good one as well. But yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Peace. Ciao, ciao.